Welcome to Dance Mogul Magazine. We are live in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Elements Dance Convention. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
How you guys doing? My name is Don Draco Johnson. Draco. I'm a choreographer here on the Elements Dance Convention.
Okay, thank you for that. Can you give us a little background information about yourself?
A little background. I'm actually from the Carolina area, so I'm happy to be here actually. And I've choreographed for a lot of people. I've danced for a lot of people. I've danced for Beyonce. I've danced for Mariah. I danced for a lot of people. I've choreographed a lot of things. I do a lot of movies. I'm one of the choreographers for the Step Up franchise. I've did Footloose. I've did, this new movie called Mike and Dave with Robert De Niro, Zac Efron, Dirty Grandpa. I do a lot of majority of movies these days. But I've also did a slew of artists. Michael Jackson I've done.
Okay.
So
Wow.
It's been good for me.
That's great. We're going to go back a little bit just so that we can help young dancers or newer upcoming dancers connect the dots. When did you first discover your passion for dance?
When I first discovered my passion for dance, that's a good one. I actually I'm a football player. I'm an athlete, football, baseball player, and I always could dance, but I never knew that I can take it as far as I have, as far as making a career out of it. So I noticed that I was good. I played football with Sheldon Brown, who used to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, like I really played. But in high school, when we would be playing, I noticed that when the band was playing and that beat was dropping, I didn't care if we was losing or winning. I was gonna be dancing. I've got in trouble by my coach plenty of times for dancing. I'm like, I really like this. So then I got to college. Some friends of mine taught me to go into an audition with them. I was gonna go and hang out. I'm like, I'll go support. When I got to the audition and I was seeing all these people, all these dancers, I was like, wow, it's a lot of dancers here. I never knew this even existed. Coming from the Carolinas, being in Atlanta at the time was like big city for me. So then I looked at the routine and I'm like, I think I can do this routine. So my friends were like, you gonna try it? I was like, sure, I'll get up and try it. I got up, I learned the routine. First cut, some of my friends got cut. They thought I got cut. I'm like, no, I didn't get cut. Second cut, some more of my friends got cut. They was waiting on me to get cut. You got cut yet? No, I'm good. I made it all the way. All my friends got cut that invited me to this audition. I made it all the way to the end, and I actually got booked for that job. And at that moment, I'm like, wow, I really can make a career out of this, and I really love doing this. I love this. I love dancing more than I love anything. So at that moment, I knew that was something that I had a passion for.
Okay.
So I just started there and started training and doing all kind of things.
Okay, thank you for that. At what point, though, did you start to make up your mind and say, okay, now I'm going to make a career out of it, and now I'm going to start doing what it takes to move myself forward?
Once I booked, I got put on a job one time with some dancers who had been doing it way longer than I have. And we traveled the world, which caused me to meet other dancers that were dancing for other artists. And I was seeing all the things that they were doing, and I had seen other dancers on television that inspired me. And I was like, wow, I'm really in with these people. Like these are my peers now, and they were telling me all these things I could do and all these career moves I can make if you want to do this. And everything that they would say were things that I wanted to do. So at that moment, I was like, I really have to get in and really become the best that I can be to get me to the level that I want to be at.
Okay, thank you. And I want to move into a different part of it now as far as professionalism, because a lot of young people with social media now, and the importance of how important is a good reputation?
A good reputation is always it's one of the top 3 things that a dancer needs, because you're only as good as your reputation. If your reputation comes in, you being hard to work with, difficult to work with, no one's going to work with you, because there's too many other hungry dancers that are just as good as you that don't have that. So make sure you try to, be humble and keep yourself in the know, but make sure you keep it very humble and keep it very clean. Don't try to keep that reputation as clean as you can, which can be difficult because you're going to be distracted, like we all are. But it's really, really important that you have a cool. Actually, I get majority of my jobs because of my reputation.
Okay.
And I've constantly been working, which has been a blessing.
And so you've been able to book the jobs with some of the more high-profile people because you were able to maintain a good reputation for yourself.
Absolutely. Especially in the movie world.
Okay.
People want to work with good people. People want to work with people that they have fun with. People want to work with people that they know that are going to get the job done It's not going to be a hassle. It's going to be easy breezy, but it's going to be effective, and the quality is going to be good. And their reputation comes with that.
Okay, so in addition to reputation, what about work ethic? What are they looking for? When you get booked for some of these more reputable individuals, what are they looking for you to produce in terms of your work ethic? Are you working all day, all night? What are you doing?
It depends. Sometimes you could be on a job and they can go over. And sometimes people don't like to go over. As dancers, sometimes people get an attitude because they're working over. But you have to realize once they go over, you have to pay for the overtime. So there's really no need to get your attitude about it, but you always have to make sure you keep it really cool and really calm. And like you said, some of the higher jobs do require a certain standard of person to come in, a certain person with a certain quality, and everyone don't know how to exude that quality.
Okay, and what were some of your more memorable moments in dance, whether it was with a specific person or maybe a performance that you did?
Oh my God, I have a couple. The Super Bowl was one of my favorites. It's a legend. It's Janet Jackson. She's one of my favorites of all time. Assisting and choreographing on This Is It was another favorite of mine. I'm a Jackson fanatic. Working on the Step Up franchise was amazing because all of my friends are some of the best dancers in the world to me. And in those franchises, I was able to work with a lot of my friends. There's nothing more rewarding than to work with people that started with you, that get it, and you can have a good time. The quality's good. It's a feeling and a vibe that they're already going to get because you guys have to share the same. There's a common ground there. You know what I mean? And another one, me and this guy Jamal Sims, who I work with a lot, who's one of the people who started my career. I worked with him. I assisted him for a long time, and we still work together to this day. A good friend of mine, Kenny Warmo, booked the lead on Footloose, which is that's an iconic movie. So it's a home classic. So to work with a friend on such an iconic movie to me there was nothing more rewarding than that to me.
Okay, thank you. And one final question: is there anyone that you would like to thank?
Ooh, I have a couple of people. I would love to thank Chuck Maldonado because that was the audition that I auditioned for when I first started. At the audition, when I went with my friends, it was auditioning for Chuck, and we're still friends to this day. Jamal Sims was one of my best friends in the whole wide world, who makes sure he's a mentor. He's done it all. He has a really he set the standard for reputation. His reputation is amazing, and he gets the quality job done, and he's awesome. There's Travis Payne, there's Jamie King, there's all these people that came before me that taught me so much. There's Shawnette Hurd, Tina Landing, all these people that I looked up to before I even moved to California are my friends today, and they teach me so much even to this day.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you so much.